Good morning, Jean. How are you doing today?
Hey Emily, I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing great. Here we are back at it, another episode of No Commercial Breaks. Um, this topic is going to be app fatigue. The struggle is real.
Yep. Well, it's funny. We're in the what they call, the dog days of summer where people do feel like fatigued, from the heat and everything. And I think it's like kind of the same feeling with all these different apps. We're kind of like in the dog days of all the different apps and the content that's constantly moving from different apps. And,
Yep,
like it is kind of exhausting to think about, okay, that show that someone told me about, now do I have that app? And
exactly.
like and then when you turn on your TV or however you watch, it's like you got to scroll through, did they move that app, where's that app that it used to be? I mean, it does get
Yep.
very exhausting for people, so
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. Because even when you buy your TV, it comes with a bunch of apps, right? And then
Hmm.
you want to put an app that maybe if you are in fact a service provider offering streaming play, you want to put
Yep.
your app on, but you have to go through everything.
Yeah.
So, and then what I find in talking to people is so few people understand that with all of the content that's out there, very few programmers actually own it. But and now they're putting their content on an app. So if you want to watch Disney, then you have to get the Disney app. But if you want to watch A&E, you've got to get another app. And
Yep.
you think too about how TV Everywhere, they came out with that, and that's app based. And if you're a
Mhm.
paying TV subscriber, you can take that content wherever you go, like California for vacation.
Right.
And the theory makes sense. Like, I love the idea of it, but it's too clunky. And you
Yeah.
have to download how many apps to get the content that you want. So
You
it's just,
download a ton of apps, remember all your usernames and passwords,
yep,
and it just, yeah, it gets hard. And then I even think of, like my parents, they're like, well, we don't really stream, just Netflix. And, like they actually do stream a lot more, but they don't even realize that they're doing it sometimes because their user interface through, and I'll just say they have Comcast,
yep,
it's a pretty easy user interface. So they will just say the show that they want to watch, and then if they're logged in and subscribed, it will just go on their set-top box. So they never have to hit input on their TV. And like
yeah,
my brother was helping them with something, and he's like, how do you go to your apps? And my dad was like, we don't, we just tell it what we want to watch and it shows us. And so,
right?
like, I think finding ways for each individual user
Yes,
to access the content, but to make it easy for everyone. Like,
absolutely.
everyone has their way of doing things, which
Yep,
is right or wrong, but just to make it easy for everyone to figure out is the key. And that's, I
yep,
think, what, we have partners that can
yes.
help with that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's all about the user experience, and, you wanna make it so simple, like, to your parents' point, they don't even realize they're doing it, and so, one of the things White Paw has been doing is finding partners that can simplify that user
Yeah.
experience, and there's great, CMS middleware vendors like housepileTV and Innovative Systems, and
Hmm.
what they do is they allow you to, do the traditional TV lineup through the app,
Right.
and they can also put on devices the apps that you want, right? Is it Netflix for subscription VOD or Prime or whatever? So you can have all of that and you can kind of arrange it for that user experience. And you can even also monetize some things by offering ads as well on that same
Hmm.
platform.
Yep.
So I think definitely being a that's a huge pain point. Obviously, we're talking about app fatigue, right? So
Yep.
having those solutions will make you a hero for the end user subscribers that are looking for simplicity.
Yep. And I think, we'll see people keeping their live pay TV app like all year long, right?
Yep.
And then maybe they switch their other subscription
Yes.
VOD apps. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, I'm doing it right now. In Minnesota, it's summer, it's beautiful. I am not going to be sitting in front of the TV,
Yep.
watching hours and hours of Netflix because I know what's coming very shortly. And I'll have plenty of time in the dog days of winter to sit and just, binge and binge and binge. And so I wonder if, like, our friends down in Florida, they're all holed up in the air conditioning right now. Are they doing all the binging? Like,
Yep.
I bet we all kind of have our different TV viewing experiences. And yeah,
Oh,
I'll
for sure.
subscribe to more apps in the winter when I want to be inside. And I
Yep.
think, we see that flux and again, that app fatigue, but it all goes in fluctuations. I think like I said, our live pay TV app is one that doesn't get canceled and you keep it all year long and then just
Yep.
fluctuate your other ones.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. And just for the local news too, like we've talked
Yep.
about, and the community channels. That's another thing that brings the value of keeping that paid TV service. And then,
Yep.
yeah, to your point, you talk to somebody and they say, "Oh, have you seen this show?" And oh, it's on Hulu. Okay, well, maybe I'm gonna cancel Netflix for a little while, or you
Yep.
get through everything on Netflix. Yeah, no, absolutely. So it's interesting. I think there's opportunity, no doubt.
Yeah.
And being
Yeah.
a service provider and upgrade to streaming and being able to create simplicity for the end users.
Yep. Yep. And if anyone has questions, I mean, they can reach out to both you and me and we can help connect them with some of those partners and,
Yeah,
share
absolutely.
stories of other clients who've made that switch and kind of what they've encountered. And,
Yep.
happy to share our experiences with companies that have already gone through this.
Yes, absolutely. So thanks again for taking the time. Always
Yeah.
fun to chat with you, Jean.
You too, Emily. We'll talk again soon.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Yep.